Pressing pause on laying the smackdown in Marvel Rivals Season 2 to bring you this rock bottom of an episode. But not because it's whack. Nah, this one's all that in a bag of chips, brother. We're smashing that rewind button harder than a blockbuster tape that's overdue by 3 weeks, and your boy still refuses to pay the late fee. Oh shit. Today we're hitting you with something mad random, bro. But in the best way possible. It's the kind of vibe that feels like you just stepped into a blockbuster on a Friday night with a bag of Dunkaroos in one hand and a No Mercy N64 cartridge in the other. Or GoldenEye. GoldenEye?
Yeah,
GoldenEye?
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye. GoldenEye. We're talking 90s hip hop, wrestling that actually slapped, and slang so dope it'll have you saying, as if.
Yeah.
Like you're straight out of Clueless. I mean, it could have been like something other than Clueless, but all right, we can do Clueless. Welcome to a brand new segment we're calling Shoot the Shit.
Shoot the shit all day.
Shoot the shit. We're going to shoot the shit. Where the tangents are unplanned, the takes are spicy, and the nostalgia hits harder than a Razor Ramon toothpick flick. Hey, yo. My guest today, he can't stop laughing. One of my favorite people to shoot the shit with, a real OG of good vibes, and the mastermind behind this gnarly trip down memory lane, bro. Oh, yeah. Give it up for the homie. Rolling with the homie. The hype man. The hype man. The human time machine himself, Gregg.
What's happening?
What's up, my brother? What's
What's up?
going on, man?
What's happening, man?
There's Menace already in the chat saying hi.
Tell us, hey, Menace, what's up? What's that?
What are we doing? Man, brother, grab your Walkman, lace up those Reebok pumps, and tell the people, are you ready to spit some truth like Rakeem and drop elbows like the people's champ?
I'm ready, but I never had them Reebok pumps.
Ugh.
My mother wasn't budging on that shit. Now. But I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
You ready? All right. I mean, what were they like? I didn't have Reeboks. I had Filas.
Yeah, I had some feelers too. I had
Filas.
a pair of feelers. Yeah.
Nike or Filas?
Yeah, I had a pair of feelers.
All right. Today's episode is a mix-up of everything that made the 90s the dopest decade to ever bless our baggy jeans.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking No Mercy tournaments that ended friendships. Bulls versus Jazz with your cousin yelling, Kerr's underrated.
Yeah.
Hollywood Video versus Blockbuster because location didn't matter and one always had more Sega games. Damn. Late night drive bumping Tupac or Biggie while trying not to scratch your burnt mix CD.
Hell yeah.
Be careful, bro. Be
Real.
careful. And wandering through Virgin Megastore like it was a damn amusement park for music nerds.
Virgin.
Virgin was
Bad Virgin, though. Dang. Hell yeah.
brother, grab your fruit by the foot and this man, it's time to kick it old school and shoot the shit. Virgin Megastore, bro. Like, did your Virgin Megastore had like the box with the music on it and like the headphones and everything? Like, can you like listen to the CDs when it came out?
Yeah. And crazy about that though is back in Dallas, I didn't go in the 90s. I went like in the late, I say early 2000s. And they was about to close. They were about to close that certain one. That was like the last one in Dallas, and that was about to close. I never forget it. I bought
nice
one of them NBA 2K games. I was in there for like 3 hours just looking at stuff and listening to music and stuff. But I remember that though. But I used to hit up Tower Records though, hard though.
Did you?
Yeah, and actually at Tower Records I bought Death Row, Death Row Uncut on tape. It was a red cassette tape with all the Death Row music videos that were uncut, all kind of crazy shit on it. Yeah.
I didn't have a Tower Records. Well, I kind of did, but it was like somewhere in an obscure location in California.
Yeah.
Like you had to go like deep downtown, and I'm like, I'm not traveling. It was
Dang.
like Virgin was right there in front of the mall,
Mhm.
like in the mall, in front of my school, in front of my job.
Yeah.
It's like you went to school, you went to high school at this place, you went to work here because like everybody would go here for this place to the spot. The place's name was named Togo's,
Mm.
and like it was like Panera before Panera.
Dang.
It was a West Coast thing because I can't find any Togo's around here anymore in the East or Midwest, and it was a West Coast thing. And then even what's it called? Jack in the Box was
Yeah.
a West Coast thing. You
Yeah.
can't find Jack in the Box around here.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Not here in Michigan either now. They supposed to be building some in the next year. So they're gonna build three out here. See how they do, and it's going to hopefully it'll expand out here. I hope so. Cause I haven't had Jack in the Box in 10 years, so it's crazy.
right. Even that trend that's going on around TikTok when someone says when I say this and no one understands me, when I say this and no one understands me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, when I say if it doesn't get all over the place, it doesn't belong in your face, and no one understands me, because that's from Jack in the Box. If a burger doesn't get all over the place, and you're freaking biting it, and all the ketchup start going down. I've seen all these commercials where all these basketball players are eating, and it's like the ketchup goes down and almost lands on their shoe, and they're being
Yeah.
messy. And then here comes Jack. If it doesn't get in all over your face, it doesn't belong to you. You know,
Yeah.
and I'm like, dude, whatever happened to that? I missed that. Like, even coming out here, it's like, y'all don't know Jack in the Box? What
Mm-mm.
is that? If it doesn't get all over your face? If it doesn't get all over the place, it doesn't belong in your face? You never heard of that?
They don't
What?
know. They don't know.
See, it's a West Coast thing. Menace has a Jack in the Box over there.
No kidding. That's what's up, though.
And then the mascot for Jack in the Box, this guy with a freaking a ball on his head, just
Yeah.
talking shit about every other fast food restaurant. And I
Mm-hmm.
love it. I used to love that.
Yeah.
So that was across from the schools. Like everybody would go there to eat or to Togo to eat or
Yeah.
work. And then a few blocks away is the mall. And the mall is like thousands of square feet. You go from like one place to the other and you just walk your ass from there and
Mm-hmm.
Virgin Megastore. And in there is like air conditioner forever. The
Yeah.
coldest place ever.
Hell yeah.
Like I don't know what. It's like they have it at freaking negatives and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'd go in there and it'd be nice. It's like because there was this one girl that used to that used to work there
Mm-hmm.
and show up at my job at Togo,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Oh yeah, hey, what's going on? How you doing, dude? All right, cool, yeah, hey, all that shit." And he's like, "She'd be nice as hell," and I was like, finally, it's like, "All right, let me fucking go to her job." She hates it, and I'm like, wait, so you're a completely different person when you're outside of work. I was like, I see that. I see that now.
Yeah.
I understand now. I understand now. Cause goddamn. But she was cool as hell. And when I showed up, it was like, oh yeah, hey, what's going on, man? Like, all right. But that place was awesome.
Yeah.
Um, it. I want to say hot topic type
Yeah. Yeah.
journeys.
Mm-hmm.
Remember journeys?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like Journey's still around. That's where I used to get my shoes all the time because
Yeah.
like
I
I
know.
used to hang out with skaters and like I'm like finally asking like what's your brand? What do you wear?
Yeah.
Like these. I was like okay. So I went to Journeys, bought those shoes, bought some stuff. It's like everything in there is expensive, but the
Hell
shoes
yeah.
it's worth it. Worth it to go back to school and be like, look what I got. Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Look
remember
at
them days.
you. Look at you. Look at you. Hot Topic, of course, to buy like random ass stuff. I heard it was something like the Hardy Boy Central because Hardy Boy stuff would be there.
It still
Um,
is though. I went in there like a year ago, and they still got them. They still got them long ass pants, them
they do
armbands and stuff. And yeah, I was shocked
the
though.
Jinko,
Yeah,
Jenko,
Jinko. Yeah, them
the
Jinkos.
Jenko pants, the
Yeah,
Jenko fucking pants. So, yeah,
I
love
had a
those.
pair of Jinkos though. I had the shorts.
And then you have it was like all these places, right? And then you go to Spencer's,
Mm.
and suddenly I'm on fucking like, where am I? What the fuck is this? Like, oh my god!
Don't
It's
go
like
to the
the
back.
adult version,
Don't
the
go to that
adult
back.
version,
Don't go
the
to the
adult
back.
version of don't. I went to the back too late. Don't fucking tell me that. I went to the back. The adult version of fucking what is it called? Journeys or the other one, and I'm just like uncomfortable. And
Yeah.
oh hey, hello. And there's this guy there fucking working there, and he looks over at me and he's all like, "Can I help you in something?" I was like, "Nah, I'm just looking." I'm just looking. He's like, "Well, let us know if you need anything."
Yeah, they quick to ask
And
you questions.
he's all like, "Dude, you look uncomfortable. Go back in front. Go back in front. Go back in front." I was like, "Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it." He's just like looking around stuff, and then like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. The Virgin Megastore was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you got the Sears, Ross, all that other shit. But
Yeah.
like, you had what every teenager wanted at the time. Those
Mm-hmm.
four places,
Oh
and then
yeah.
the video game places. I forgot what they were called.
Video game place. Let's see. We in Texas we had Funko Land,
Funko Land,
and then really we just had Funko Land really, and then they switched to GameStop, or
GameStop. Yeah,
you go to Toys R Us or whatever, or EB Toys, not EB Toys, KB Toys, and story about that is when WrestleMania 2000 hit for 64. That was during the time when it was completely sold out, and you couldn't find a copy nowhere. And this was, and I mean, my mother, it was like during Christmas, we was looking at Target, Walmart, KB Toys.
KB.
Like, we couldn't get it. Then, like, a couple months later, she surprised me, and I came home from school, and it's right there on the counter. WrestleMania 2000.
Hell yeah, dude, that's awesome.
Black cartridge.
Black cartridge. Oh my god, the black cartridge. Oh
Yeah,
no. Uh, Menace says, well, Red is in the house in the chat, and then Queenie B says, "Hey,
tell everybody, said, what's up?
what's going on, girls? Hi, ladies, how you doing?" Um, going back to Virgin Megastore, we're listening to this music on the Sing right when it comes out. What is that one fucking band? I hate this band that that covered this Michael Jackson song,
Damn, what's that?
Alien Ant Farm.
Alien Form, yeah, yeah.
Smooth Criminal. Like everybody's gonna be fucking. Why do you hate it, Smooth Criminal? Go listen. Go listen to the album. Go listen to
I
the
ain't even
album.
listened to that.
Go first of all. Listen to the Smooth Criminal
Mm-hmm.
first, okay?
I remember
Like
that one.
it rocks so hard, right? It
Yeah,
rocks. It's alternative. It's a new way for a never heard Michael Jackson song to
yeah.
be covered this way ever. And these dudes just like killed it. And the aesthetic of the music video is they're in the ring, they're
Mm,
doing wrestling moves. So they have the wrestling audience and the rock audience and like little kids also doing the whole moves and shit
yeah.
and all that. And I'm just like, that's awesome, dude. Let me go check out the CD when it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
So I go in there, I put it on, and I fucking cool. This song was awesome. And then we listen to the rest of the CD, and I'm just like, where is the rest of the rock? What is going on? It is all chill music.
Damn.
It is all like slow rhythm, and I'm like, what?
Mm.
Took those things off, left. I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. Like I didn't buy it. Somebody else did. I'm just like, this sucks.
That's really like the only hit they had though.
I
It-
think they
it-
had yeah, it was the only hit they had on this album. There was another album that came out and again another like one hit
Uh huh.
in there because I
Dang.
didn't listen to the other album.
Yeah.
I didn't read like no, I already know where this is going.
Yeah.
Your first hit, that first song is gonna hit, and then the rest of the album's gonna suck. Yeah, I'm good.
Right.
I don't want to deal with this again.
Dang.
I'm so glad for that too because like every other stuff that I went in there for,
Mm-hmm.
like all right, let me listen to Aaliyah. Let me listen to before they had what's her name, Black Eyed Peas.
Or Fergie.
Like I listened to that. They had and there's like an awesome ass band, and I'm like, who
Mm-hmm.
is this girl? Why did she ruin this place? Who else? There was a bunch of stuff back in late 90s
Mm-hmm.
that I used to go in there to listen to.
Yeah.
Just to like no, not the, I think the game, not the game. It was Eminem. When
Yeah.
Eminem came out, I went in there all the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Gorillaz.
Oh,
Gorillaz album was like that too.
I remember. I remember being in
Yeah,
class.
Gorillaz because it was the dude from Blur.
Uh huh.
But I was like, the only album I enjoyed was the Clint Eastwood song,
Yeah.
and the rest of this was like the rest of it was just like chill music. But I didn't say like I hate this album. Like, well, Gorillaz, all right. The one that I really hated was England F. Nah, we're good. What other music did I forgot, dude? It was just like so crazy at the time in the 90s.
90s, you had the infamous East Coast West Coast beef. Everybody was like either bumping Tupac or they was bumping Biggie.
I was I was bumping Tupac.
See, that was the
I was
same
bumping
thing.
Tupac.
Yeah.
I was bumping Tupac, but I liked Biggie
You know what I'm saying?
because of the flow,
Yeah.
and that's how you became the. That's how you started loving music
Yeah.
because you couldn't choose between two artists
Right.
because of how they sounded
Mm-hmm.
and because of the flow. And then like, so who won that battle? I'm like, hit him up one. My God,
So man.
like
Mm,
shit,
mm.
hit him up, and I'm just like, he murdered him.
Yep. It's just a crazy time, man, and dang. And I always say to this day, I wish those dudes, man, I wish they could have just had a conversation by themselves,
Right.
without everybody,
Yeah.
without the interference. Man, it's just crazy though. But they still live on, man. See right here, both of them looking over me. So,
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Um, like every time, the most iconic poster of Biggie is when he has the crown.
yeah. I
That's
actually been
like
looking
I
for that
love that
poster, but I
poster.
can't track it down. I just can't.
Oh, dude, that poster is amazing. That like every time I see it, I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
There's this one moment on Luke Cage
Luke Cage, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
and Netflix where Cottonmouth, the villain,
Hmm.
stands in front of the poster, and the way he stands in front of the poster and just stares into your soul,
Yeah.
and the way he stands in front of the poster, and on the side is the crown, and I'm like, that is an awesome image right there.
Oh yeah. Oh man, that
Because
show.
he's like he stands in front of Biggie,
Hmm.
not in front of the whole crown thing, but in front of Biggie to where the crown was like slanted over, and
Yeah.
it's him, and it's like this is awesome. I love it. Also, every title of that episode is a song from Onyx,
Yeah. That was clever how they
and
did that. That really was.
that yeah, it's like every time the title, like I read the title, it's like, oh, I went over and looked at it, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And there was in the first 5 minutes of an episode, I don't know which one,
Hmm.
but it was Wu Tang.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes, this fucking show is awesome. Like, why is nobody watching this?
Yeah.
Like,
A lot of people,
I
you
mean,
know, a lot
it
of
was
people didn't really
really fun.
understand it though. That's the thing. They really didn't understand the show.
Yeah, I know. I mean, they were made for us.
that first season was hell though. That first season was epic though. If you ask me, like,
Yeah.
shoot, yeah,
They should have never killed off Cottonmouth.
nah,
They should. They shouldn't, because as soon as that show, like as soon as the Cosmos was passed out,
yeah.
went away, I'm like, what is the second storyline? What the hell is this?
What they gonna do? Like what? I like. It's just ridiculous. It just went downhill from there. I like, dang.
Next three episodes is something different. I'm like, they should have ended it right there. Then wow, why you still either continue with Cosmos or just like end the show right there where he did? They're like, don't bring another character 3 episodes
Yeah,
before the season finale, and then what? And then I couldn't stand. Was like that like killed me from watching season two. I haven't watched season two. It's like season two, episode one. I saw it. I
did
was like, oh,
they have 3 seasons or two? I
hey,
can't remember.
Leanne was in the chat. Hello.
Yeah, but I wanted to ask you
What's
though.
it called?
Um,
Yes, sir.
I know you're big on Marvel Rivals, and I just wanted to know
Yes.
what what was the motivation for you to start playing that, and what did it do for you though? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I be seeing your videos and stuff. You're so cold at it though. You know what I'm saying?
Dude. Yeah. Uh, remember in 2020 we had Marvel Avengers
Yeah,
and how it died.
yeah.
In 2020, I was so heavy. In 2019, 2020, whatever, it came out around there. I was so heavy into Marvel Avengers, and I said, I want something new to like get me through 2020,
Yeah,
besides July when I joined this place over here.
yeah.
Um, but in 2020, I just started like, awesome, this is so cool, and like, it's cool. Like everybody was just like playing it, and I'm just playing it, and I'm learning new stuff. I didn't know who Kamala Khan was.
Hmm.
I didn't know who Modok was. Yeah, sorry. It's like, yeah, from watching the show and all that stuff, I knew Modok.
Yeah.
But it was like, very cool. This is awesome. I love it. So I got into it, and like I got to meet other players. We
Hmm.
hung out. We did battles and everything, and it was the same way that it's up now.
Right.
And then, like, what? Because of the pandemic, because of COVID,
Yeah.
the developers couldn't, go into the lab. They couldn't go into the lab and work on stuff on their computers, on the work
Dang.
computers. So they
Yeah.
had to do it from home, and the ones from home weren't exactly compatible with the shit that was going
Damn.
on. So according to them, they said like we can't work on this anymore. So years later, they finally get back in the lab, and it's like, oh, you know what? We're gonna kill the game.
Mm.
Are you kidding me? I went through all this stuff. I bought stuff. I went through all the entire aspect of the game. I unlocked certain things. Yeah.
Right.
And now you're telling me that you're going to kill the game off in September 2022? Okay, fine.
Dang.
Was it 2021 or 2022? Around there. Because I know I talked about it on the podcast.
Hmm.
Might have. I might have not. I don't know. So I'm like, all right, that's fine, I guess. In the meantime, here's Guardians of the Galaxy. Not the same. I downloaded it. It's not the same.
Uh,
It's story driven, all that shit. This one just felt like completely different.
mm.
Early last year, around this time, because the 1 year anniversary of it,
Hmm.
around this time, the developers are like, we're creating a new game. We're like coming out with a new game called Marvel Rivals.
Mm.
And I'm like, what does that mean? Is it like this new thing going? I was like, are
Mm.
we gonna do like fight? Was it gonna be like Capcom versus Marvel? That's
Right.
the first thought I had, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I don't know.
Mm.
Nobody knew what was going on. So as soon as I saw the whole title Rivals, I'm like, what does this mean? And I'm all invested in it. I'm all interested in it. I started following the pages. I started looking at stuff. I started investigating, doing my own investigation. I said last year, I can't wait for this game to come out, Marvel Rivals. It's gonna
Hmm.
be awesome. Can't wait. And then we started seeing new footage of it, people gameplay, and like at the Game Awards, we started seeing game
Yeah.
the trailers, and I'm like, oh hell yeah, it's gonna be a 6 person versus 6 person shooter game.
Dang.
And they're like, oh, so it's gonna be like whatever that whole game. I don't know what it's called. I don't even play it. Not Modern Warfare. Oh, Overwatch. It's gonna be like Overwatch.
Mm.
Like, what is that? I don't know what Overwatch is. And then I do now. Just
Yeah.
like, oh shit. Well, no, it's not like Overwatch. It feels like Overwatch, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what's gonna happen? How many players are gonna be there? Like, not players. How many characters? 36. Like, oh shit. It's like, all right, cool. I can do 36 characters.
Yeah.
Why not? We're gonna introduce new characters later on in the season. It's like, what do you mean seasons? You're gonna keep
Dang.
creating more stuff. You're not gonna come out with Marvel Rivals 2, Marvel Rivals 3. No, we're gonna keep creating stuff for you. I'm in.
Yeah.
When does it come out? For people, it's probably gonna come out in January.
Mm.
If you want season 0, it's gonna come out in December. Ooh, let me get season 0 beta, and I'm just like, fuck yes.
Yeah.
So I started watching all this other stuff
Mm.
that's going on there, and all the dev talk, and how they're fixing things, how their interviews and stuff, and telling us like, so we included Penny Parker, we included this stuff, we included this stuff. Like,
Yeah.
hell yeah, I'm
What's up?
invested in this. This is amazing.
Yeah.
All right, cool. There's Discord group, there's a TikTok, there's Twitter, there's
Mm.
all over the socials, it's all over the places, and it's a community, and
Yeah.
I love it. And
Yeah.
I go in there, and I'm just like, hey, like, I need help here. Can you guys help me go up to rankings and stuff, and tips and tricks, and YouTube helps, of course.
Oh yeah.
They're like, you know, try all that stuff, and so I finally grabbed the freaking thing in December, and I was like, put in hours and hours and hours, and I just like forget about everything.
Mm.
Leave me alone for the next few days. Leave me alone for the next few hours. Leave me alone for the next month.
Yeah. 'Cause I
I'm
remember.
have it helped. You remember, right?
Yeah.
Because I was
'Cause
like,
I hadn't talked to you
you
in
know,
such a long time.
nobody talked to me
I
for a
remember.
long time. It was like
And I think I
I
just
was just
randomly I messaged you, and I was like, I'm just checking on you, man. How you doing? You was telling me you talking about Marvel Rivals. I was like, damn, I gotta check this out. Come find out I couldn't even play the shit because I ain't got no PS5. So I was like, and then the girl at my job, she'll tell me about it. I said, I can't play it. I don't have no PS5. I said, I just don't have that type. I don't have them type of funds right now. So but,
damn. All right.
but
Well,
but I always see your videos on TikTok. I said, damn, this shit look bad ass. That's some shit I should be playing.
does. And I live stream it on YouTube. I live stream it on Twitch, even though the Twitch channel is like,
Yeah,
so it's on YouTube. And the live
yeah,
stream on YouTube is where I love,
yeah.
because like I stayed up one day at 4 in the morning, and all these
Hmm.
other people came in, and new people, and they're like, "Hey, bro, like, what are you doing?" I'm like, "All right, cool, yeah, hey." And I guess they were helping me through, because like I don't have the headset on, but
Hmm.
the other players do,
Yeah,
and they're talking shit, and they're like, "What are they talking about?" And I'm just like, "Damn." They can hear the head people talking on YouTube, and I'm just like, "All right, so let me turn it up." So I
yeah.
turn up the volume, and I'm just like, "I don't know what the hell's going on." It's like he's going off on something, and I was like, "I know, it's not me
Damn,
though. We're just trying to like do stuff here."
damn.
But they're just, yeah, it's like, and then I got the people that are like, "When do you stream?" Like, I'll stop by. It's like, "How? Word? Yeah, for real?" It's like, "Yeah, I'll stop by, hang out
Damn.
with you." It's like, "All right, cool, thanks." And see, it's like new people just show up out of the blue, and I love that. So November I found out about it, that it's like
Mhm.
it's coming out in December, season 0,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, I'm dealing with um seasonal depression, and
Mhm.
I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna
Yeah.
chill and not do the podcast for a while. It's
Yeah.
December, it's fucking cold, no
Mhm.
light, no, the sun is off again, and I'm just like, dealing in my own stuff. It's just like, all
Yeah.
right.
Trust.
And the game comes out. The game comes out, and I'm there forever. and I don't see sunlight for another few days. It's like the season 0. I went. I did a what is it called? I did a recap of season 0 of how I did. Of I call it the my Marvel Rivals career,
Mm-hmm.
and I went 86 hours or 100 hours
Dang.
gaming, and I'm just like, I need to touch grass, bro. What the hell is this? It's like, what is going on?
Dang.
Um, but now I'm just like, oh well, fuck. Like every other season, I checked like how I'm doing this season compared to last season. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm doing great. I'm doing more. I'm putting in more hours than I did last season. This season, not so much. I'm like, like all right, I see y'all do. I see what y'all did. This season, I kind of like stopped because
Mm-hmm.
some shit was going on with um other people.
Yeah.
Like there was a strike for healers.
Damn.
Yeah, there was a strike for healers, and I'm just like, why are healers going on strike? This is dumb.
Damn.
Because this one dude, Necros, I don't know who the fuck he is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who these high, big freaking Twitch people are, but he said that strategists are the most dumbest people ever there, and like your job is so easier. Why can't you do it? I'm
Mm.
like, why would you do that?
Yeah.
You're gonna ruin everything for all of us. I'm like,
Mm.
don't listen to this dumbass. Leave him alone. Don't. No, we're going on strike. All right, fine. Y'all can go on strike. I'll be the one that scabbed and go and do the strategy part and heal everybody. I'm a shooter every
Yeah.
time in all the games that I do. All right, it's time to learn a new character. So
Yeah.
I did all the strategists and I started doing the strategist. If you need a healer, I'm here. It's like we're doing this. We're making myself a lord and stuff. All right, cool.
Oh yeah.
But I went and looked at his stuff too, Necros, and I was just like, you sound like a douchebag.
Dang.
Whatever.
That's correct.
He does. But ever since that game came out, as it's helped with my mental.
Yeah.
I need a break from the podcast. All right, it's time to beat some people up,
Yeah.
smash some dudes, throwing elbows on everybody.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's do that.
I mean, that was your
And
outlet, bro. You needed that though. Everybody needed
yeah, I
that.
did.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm glad you got that though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And you're very passionate about it too. For real.
for real. What about you? Like, do you have a game or like something like that that just would help you?
Well, I got the PS4 and I got WWE 2K from last year, not the new one,
Yeah,
from a year ago.
new one.
Yeah, and
The,
you know,
the
uh,
island.
no, I ain't got the island. I probably ain't even gonna get that thing. But the one from last year, I was just creating different wrestlers,
Yeah,
different women on there, and I just go through the universe and like I went and bought the season pass, so I got basically
oh
everybody,
yeah, dude.
and I beat the showcase. It took me forever to beat that showcase, but I did it.
It does.
And it's so much objectives and crap. Now, like I seen this stuff, I done lived this stuff, but it helped me. It helped me with my depression. And but then it got to the point where I didn't even want to play it. Like I was so messed up, but and
And sometimes games do that where it's like, all right, it feels like so much is going on,
yeah, yeah,
and get another game.
yeah.
Get another game. Create something. Do something new.
But I mean,
But
like yeah, I was there. I mean, y'all was there for me, and you know what? I'm gonna tell you, the episode from the other night.
yeah,
It lifted me up to see that family
yeah,
show their love for the sport that we love. You
uh,
know what I'm saying?
Menace.
Yeah, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
It
yeah.
just warmed my heart. You know what I'm saying? It damn near brought me to tears because I said, I have never seen
Mm,
a family this so passionate about wrestling. I was just laughing and I'm like,
mm.
my repression, my problems, they just went away. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I was just so happy to be in there. I mean, I wasn't on the stream with y'all, but I was on
Yeah.
YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And it just made me happy. And I'm so glad you did that with her family, bro. It's something else. Next
I'm
time
glad you were there.
next time you don't need me, cause you couldn't handle that by yourself.
I couldn't.
Oh man,
The CM Punk hate is real, bro.
the whole family though.
Wow, the whole family hating on one person. That's like, man, wow.
They good people though, man. They good people though.
Something in me stopped me from like saying like, this interview is over.
I can see it. I saw it on your face. I said, bro, not feeling that. I wasn't even feeling that fun. Like, man, this ain't right. Man just knew what she was doing when she said it, though.
I need your help. I need help. I need help.
You know.
Mm. Yeah, for real. um, but 2K24, like how you said it, it's like you had to do different things in there.
Hmm.
Uh, man, it's come a long way from just doing like one single thing on
Yeah,
N64. Um, No
it's
Mercy.
evolved. I tell you that it's evolved. Like from compared to what we grew up with back in the day,
Right.
like WrestleMania 2000 and WWF Warzone and
Warzone.
man,
Warzone! Dude,
boy,
that Warzone?
that was the hardest game ever though. Like just to do a finishing move. Shoot. And like
Like, hold on. Up, down. What?
up
What's
there,
going
left
on?
X, circle, square, just to do a stunner. I like, dang, this is ridiculous. And yeah, it's crazy. And the graphics is just insane now. I like you can see the
What is that?
blood on the ringside now. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, the gaming magazine Tips and Tricks,
Mhm.
and like I would always buy it for, and like I look all the way in the back, of course, because
Yeah,
WWF would be in the back,
yeah.
and like, but every other one like would be like, all right, all my favorite games that I'm playing right now. I was like, well, no,
Hmm.
you do this and this and this. I was like, all right, cool. Mental image, mental image, mental image. All right, no, I gotta buy this.
Yeah,
Like, nope, I gotta buy
I
this.
used to do the same thing. I used to buy them books too. I was shooting. I ain't care.
I was like, take the book to my friend's house who has the game. It's like, all right, here it is. Here's how we get big head on WWF Warzone. Like, you play these characters, you play this character and this character and this character, and then bam, that's how we get big head for Ahmed Johnson and Farouk. There was other stuff too, and I forgot all about them. But there was other stuff too. What else? No Mercy. Hold down the little stick, and you act like you're down forever. Like
Yeah,
nobody will touch you. I mean, people will touch you, but like, all right, if you want to play possum and everything,
yeah,
and like get up at the very last minute and you can throw people out. Yeah, cool. Like I did that.
man.
It's like I found that out, and I was like, this is awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
Change the colors for every character. Um, on Did you have No Mercy,
I
or
did.
did you have the
I didn't get.
WCW?
I had WCW NWO Revenge, and
No, yeah,
I
that's the
had
one.
WrestleMania 2000. I didn't get the
That's the
chance.
one.
I
Revenge.
didn't get a chance to get No Mercy because my mother sold my 64.
Revenge was what?
Yeah,
Revenge was awesome. Revenge, yes, that's the one I had, and I was just
yeah,
like, dude, that's the one where I was like changing colors for everybody, the
yeah.
NWO colors.
I did too. For that Revenge, I did too. People what was supposed to be in the NWO was on my in the NWO on my game. I had Sting. I had the little ninja dude on there. Uh,
Oh yeah.
so many
Oh
people.
my god, the ninja dude. There was some guy that freaking threw like punches, and it's like
Yeah,
every time they threw a punch, they made that other character bleed, and it's like
yeah. I remember that.
they look at them, they look at themselves like they touch the blood, and they
Yeah,
pass out, It's like I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that too. And you could hear it. You know when you did it, cause you hear that. And then he'll look at it and fall down. I was like, damn.
That was the most awesome thing ever. I
Damn.
did say that one of my friends borrowed the No Mercy game
Mm-hmm.
from another person, from another dude, and like we started playing it at his house. We were all there just fucking hanging out, 4
Yeah.
controllers and everything. And one day he just told me, he's like, I'm gonna return this game, but I'm gonna put
Mm-hmm.
another game in there.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. So I didn't. He told me later that he's gonna grab this dude's game also and
Yeah.
put it in there. And then his mom worked at a shipping company where he
Yes.
can return everything back with and all that stuff. So like it
Mm-hmm.
was fine. So we take it back because he paid money for it, and we take it back, and we're just like, okay, now let's fucking go before they find out that we did some
Yeah.
shit. It's like, all right, cool, let's go, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And like we got away with that. I'm just like, now I can never come here, like because they'll know that I was with him and all this shit. But yeah, it was fun. Don't ever do that, but it was fun.
What other games I had back then? I had GoldenEye,
Yeah, GoldenEye. Yeah,
Car 64,
yes, sir.
Mario 64, of course, the regular Mario. And I used to just borrow games from people and not give them back. That's how I racked up my 64 collection. I said, "Nah, I ain't got your game, whatever." And then me and my
Give my
friend we
game
traded.
back, man.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
ain't gonna
give me
give
my
the game
game
back.
back.
Like, dude, he said, "You got my Duke Nukem?" I said, "Nah, I ain't got the game no more."
What game? My
And
game now.
I bought Pokemon Stadium. I ain't know
Yeah,
nothing about
damn.
no Pokemon. I ain't know nothing.
Uh,
I said, "This what's this Pokemon?" I heard everybody playing with these cards. Let me see what's up. I got to playing that shit. I was like, "Damn, it's kind of cool though." But I never used the cards or nothing. But I told Menace this. I said, "But I used to get them cards and I used to sell them to the preppy kids in middle school. The hood kids
I
was on the
had
first floor, and the preppy kids were like on the third floor. So,
that's
I-
fucking awesome,
so I
dude.
said, "Hey man, I got this Pikachu." He said, "How much you
I
want
got
for it?"
the Pikachu.
I said, "I got this Pikachu, man. Let me get 500." These rich kids,
What?
yeah, these rich kids. He said, "I can't." He said, "Can you wait till 3:45 and I have my dad bring the money?" I said, "All right, I'm gonna wait till 3:45. By 4 o'clock, you ain't here, I'm gone." I bullshit you not. Oh man, all right, go. Ah,
What?
I was a hustling joke in junior high, boy.
Dang?
Yeah, and Tim, I ain't know nothing about them Pokemon cards. Still don't to this day.
I still don't to this day. Wow.
But I get excited like when I see you do the like last night when you was open. I get excited to see you putting them out and you showing everything. I get excited about that kind of stuff because that
Kirby.
reminds me of the old school when I used to get them trading cards and stuff like
Yeah, my favorite is Kirby.
that. You know.
This thing does look like Kirby.
Like,
I
but
was like, oh look, it's Kirby.
I said, how he gonna be on the Pokemon card though? They in conjunction with Nintendo or something? What's really happening?
What's
Yeah.
uh you had Stadium, I had Snap.
I remember
Pokemon
Snap
Snap.
too. I remember that. I ain't played though.
I
Man.
played it because my brother, dude, my brother was the one that got me into. We talked like a few nights ago. My
Uh-huh.
brother was the one that got me into Pokemon because he found out about Pokemon before it came out.
Yeah.
He was into the Japanese stuff, and he
Yeah.
found out about Power Rangers before it came out.
Mm.
And he told me all about it. Like, and at the time, like you're like some little kid is telling you like about Pokemon and Pokemonsters and Power Rangers, and I'm just like, bro, I'm in high school. Go away.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's like, yeah, it's like, wait till next year and all this shit. It's like, so next year, 99 comes out, and I'm just like watching all these people do Pokemon stuff. It's like, huh, look
Yeah.
at that. And I'm looking at my little brother, like, so what else do you know?
Damn.
He's all like, okay. He's the one that collected all the stuff and everything. And
Mm-hmm.
like, we talked the other night because I was like, I wanted to FaceTime his
Yeah.
little kid now. like he's old enough to FaceTime and says, like, let
Yeah.
me know when you're old enough so I can like hang out with him and talk to him. Like, all right, cool. He
Yeah.
lives in California.
That's what's up.
So he's yeah, for sure. And then I started telling him, like, so yeah, I remember we used to collect Pokemon cards and all this stuff. Like, yeah, I have a fucking binder. He's like, what? It's like, yeah, didn't you make fun of me because of that? Like, I did, but then I got into it because we were like playing Pokemon Snap and all
Yeah.
this other stuff. And it was like, oh yeah, huh? And then Power Rangers, like, yeah, remember when I was like one of the first ones to know about that? I was like, hell yeah. So I showed him all the stuff that I have and everything. He's like, oh my god, dude, what? What are you doing? Like, you're worse than me. I was like, not really, but
That's
still, I was
cool
like,
though. Like, there's nothing wrong with that though. Like,
nothing wrong with that, of course.
right. It's exciting now. Like I was telling you not too long ago, I'm really thinking about getting back into getting them trading cards. You
Dude,
know,
do it.
I mean, I got
Go.
a couple football cards in the lockbox downstairs. I locked them up to when I get the boundaries and stuff. And I'm thinking about
That's
getting.
exactly what I did.
And I'm
You've
thinking
seen
about.
my collection of like the cards, the marble card, and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
I started collecting these, the Lorcana
Hmm.
Disney ones. The Disney ones are fucking amazing. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, they're real cool. I mean, they're awesome though. I was enjoying that last night. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you're doing such a great job with that, man. And and I'm gonna say this right now. I ain't ashamed to say this. I'm so proud. I'm so,
thank you, brother.
I'm so proud of you
Appreciate it.
for what you. I
Thank
mean,
you.
how far we came back to when we was doing all that stuff, and just to see you, you're coming to your own, man. You're whispering stuff and everything, man. I'm so proud of
Be
you.
specific. Be specific. ASMR.
ASMR, whatever. Like I don't know them terms. Big Greg don't
It's
know
like,
them terms. Like,
all right, Greg. Whispering is like you
uh,
make it sound like I'm. Hey, what's up, girl? How you doing? Yeah. All
nah,
right.
you ain't doing that. But there's
Not
some
like
dudes out
that.
here that do that
Not
kind of
like
crap, though.
that.
You know
Not
that.
like that.
You know them dudes. There's some dudes out here that do that kind of crap.
God, I know. And like the girls freaking get on. I was like, I've seen TikTok where it's just like, sing TikTok where it's just like, well, wow. And I'm just like, really? Okay.
They let them
It's
get away with
okay.
anything.
Yeah.
Shoot, man. But
But the whispering stuff, dude, like I started like because I've been listening to like nothing but whispers for the last 10 years. And
yeah,
like You know what I haven't seen? I've seen everybody do this whole card thing, it's like going like this
mm-hmm.
the entire time, showing it off.
Yeah,
And you know what I haven't seen? Lore.
yeah,
Telling stories.
yeah,
Let me do that. Let me
yeah,
whisper a story
yeah. You
about
killing it with
this
that though.
Pokemon right here.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like, so let me do a story about this Pokemon right here. Let me tell you, because all you're showing are the hollows. It's like, all right, that's cool. Yeah, great. Uh-huh.
yeah,
I came to see the other Pokemon though too. Like, let
hmm,
me show me the other Pokemon.
yeah,
So instead of just like, showing off and stuff, like, all right, cool. I've seen other creators on YouTube also tell us, like,
hmm,
oh my god, look, oh my god. Yes, that's the kind of ones that I like.
yeah,
Awesome. Especially when they're adult creators
yeah.
from another place. The the orange and black one.
Uh huh.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
The hub.
Hmm.
And like, oh shit. And like this person's from the hub and she's doing this the entire time and whispering into the microphone. And I was like, I'd rather be listening to this than watching her do that. Like, oh shit. I mean, it's nothing wrong against that, but still, it's like I'd rather listen to this.
Yeah.
Cool. And I have, and so it's like, that inspired me to do my own. Like, all right,
Yeah.
I have this mic. There's an echo on the mic. I can do that. I did it with the Wanda one,
Yeah.
with the Wanda Maximoff and the Scarlet
Yeah.
Witch, where I turned up the echo and I said her name, Whisper or Wanda, and it worked. And I'm just like, that is amazing. I should do more of that
Yeah.
where it does that. But I can't decide. Um, I have a schedule of my own now where I just want to like put stuff out there,
Hmm.
like record everything in under one
Yeah.
mass record stuff, and then the entire week I just put it out.
Right.
It's like shit. It's like this gives me time to work on stuff and
Yeah.
you know work on the podcast as well. It's like, okay, I'm done with the podcast. I'm done setting it up.
Hmm.
Now let's do the podcast. And that's what we're doing right now. Like
Yeah.
I'm not looking at the screen anymore, guys. That's a big up for me this whole time. I haven't looked at the screen in a while where it's just like he's reading from somewhere. It's like, no,
Yeah.
I haven't in a while. I did it for the Menace family interview. I did it
Hmm.
for a couple other times.
Hmm.
But and now it's like, let's hang out. Let's fucking do
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. How you mentioned me the other day, and we was trying to come up with this. I love that idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I was like, I said, I'm on game for it. For real. Like, you
For
know,
real. Like, yay. Like, I'm like, hey, you want to do something? Let's do something. I got you. Let's talk about something.
I said, hell,
And I figured this will give me this would give me like a chance to talk about the Marvel Rivals career,
yeah,
an excuse to talk about it this way, like,
yeah,
whenever we're doing an episode, like, instead of doing it like every season, half
mm,
season, and you only hear like every half a month or a
yeah,
month later. You get to hear more often now and
yeah,
how my career is doing. And
yeah,
because I'm listening to all this other stuff and
yeah,
I went to the comic book store today, to a new
mm,
comic book store. I haven't gone one to in a while
mm,
because don't have the funds.
right,
But I went to a new comic book store. This other place called Mindvendor told me about this place.
mm,
Mindvendor is a toy store,
mm,
which, by the way, support your local toy stores and support your local comic book stores. The tariffs are gonna fuck them up real bad. That's what
oh
they told me.
man, damn,
Because it's like because they get their stuff overseas. So
oh
support
yeah,
them now.
man, damn,
Yeah, support them now while you still can.
oh shit,
Because come January, dude, even the guy from Mindbenders, the toy store, because I went to go look for cards, a
mm-hmm,
Lorcana Disney or the Pokemon or any type of card, and he's all like, "Yeah, we're only getting stuff later in the season, and I don't even know if I'm gonna still be around in January." Like,
damn,
oh shit! Like, yeah, tariffs are gonna fuck us up and everything. I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
that's
And then I was like, what about if you sell comic books? Like, I can't do that to my friend over there, the Monkey Wrench comic book store, because like he does it. I was like, huh, okay. Like, what's this place called? Monkey Wrench. I was like, all right. So today went out looking for the Monkey Wrench. It's
mm-hmm,
nearby, so
mm-hmm,
now I can like go in there and like look for stuff.
yeah,
Went out there looking for Marvel Rivals comic books,
mm-hmm,
thinking that they're gonna be there. It's like, oh, no, dude, it's online. What do you mean it's
damn,
online? It's like the comic books are online. Like we'll
yeah,
get a first issue in the next month or so, but the first 12 issues are online. It's like, oh, okay. Like, all right, well, let me look around.
yeah,
And I'm sitting looking around, like my plan A didn't go as planned. Plan B was just to leave. So I'm like, all right, never mind. You know what?
yeah,
Oh, cool. Toys, all this other stuff.
mm-hmm,
Um, the cards, and I look at the cards and I look how much they are. It's like, nah, I'm good. They're too expensive here. But
damn,
still, support your local comic book shop. But
yeah,
still,
yeah,
you know.
yeah,
So I'm like, I was like, all right, this place is here. I'll come back another time when I have the knowledge of what I want to get.
right,
So, if you're listening, please tell me what comic book I should get now. What comic book should I start with? And now, because I haven't collected in a while. I haven't read anything in a while. I was
right,
gonna go for Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which I
mm-hmm,
have, but like I haven't
yeah,
read in a while, and I wasn't prepared for that. I was prepared for Rivals, but they
right,
don't have it.
right,
Uh, so I left there, and it's like went to go get my food.
mm-hmm,
Went to Second and Charles, which I love going.
mm-hmm,
That's where I got the Squirrel Girl comic book and graphic novel, Unbeatable Squirrel Girl Volume 1. Is so awesome.
yeah,
Jessica's from Marvel Rivals. And then I see a sign there that says 50 Pokemon cards for $5. I'm like, bet. Let me start grabbing. Let me start looking.
yeah,
And it's like they're all displayed on a case, like right there. You can just pick it up and grab and take. It's like 50. So it's like they're all displayed, as well as magic cards and all these other cards.
Mm.
So I started looking, and it's like looking from 1 to 100.
Mm-hmm.
The old school ones, the 151.
Mm-hmm.
Found a hollow in there.
Dang.
Like all the way in the back. It's like, are you guys serious? Like, there's a hollow in here?
Dang.
Like,
That's
okay,
bad.
cool. I see Kirby in there. Chansey, I see Chansey in there. And then I'm just like, the other one that looks like the other one that looks like Kirby, Jigglypuff. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, all right, let me get those.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a bunch of them, and then I'm like, this is for the whisper decks, right?
Yeah.
So like, I'm gonna do the whole lore around it. So
Yeah.
not only do I get those, I get items, stadium, and the trainers.
Mm-hmm.
And even the freaking cashier is looking at me like, why are you getting trainers and items and stadium? What are you doing? I got this. We got this. Trust me. I was like, it's a project. Trust me.
Yeah.
So I got those. 50 for $5 is a great deal.
No
I
kidding.
got Lorcana stuff, and we're good. We're good.
Yeah.
Fine. All right, time to go home. And I
Yeah.
did that, and here we are. um, but yeah, it's Pokemon stuff is awesome.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
Mindbenders, the toy stores, and comic book stores. Check those out if you have time. And
Yeah.
then Second and Charles is a big place as well. It's a small place, but
Mhm.
it's like tariffs are gonna hit them as well. For real. Uh, Back in the day, toys.
Mhm.
What were you into?
Toys for toys, Power Rangers,
Yes, sir.
Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtle.
I, I remember she got me the red and
Really?
when you do this, the theme song will come on.
Oh hell yeah.
And yeah, I never got the communicator. I wanted it though. And I remember she for my birthday she had a Power Ranger party. I got the
What?
gloves. Yeah. I'm talking about Power Rangers streamers, Power Ranger plates, Power Ranger cups.
Hell
And
yeah, dude.
he got me the Power Ranger handheld game, the old school joint with the batteries, the black and white joint.
Okay.
Y'all remember them joints. So I collected a couple of X-Men toys. Had a
Yeah,
few
I got.
Transformers.
Hmm.
Basically anything comic books. I had Spider-Man, Batman,
Hmm.
and I used to go to Burger King and get toys too, like the Lion King toys or any movie that was out and Burger King had a toy, I would get it. Aladdin, Toy
Yes,
Story, and
sir.
all that.
Or
I should have
Batman.
kept. I should have kept all that crap, man. I got rid of all that stuff. I was sitting on a landmine, didn't even know it. So I'm like, damn,
I still have it. My brother still has stuff over at my mom's, and
dang, that's
like
cool though.
he's all like trying to tell her like, let me have it back, like my son can play with them. But he doesn't want to. Like I asked him like, do you want to like give it to your son now? Like, no, I want to wait.
Yeah,
It's sentimental,
sentimental
sentimental,
value. Yeah,
but sentimental value. If this motherfucker breaks it, he doesn't have a son anymore.
dang.
I'm just like, what? Um, and the same thing with me. It's like I'll send him some stuff, but like it has to be from like modern stuff that I don't have
Yeah,
sentimental value over.
yeah.
Um, what's it called? I was into Thundercats,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
the pilot episode of Thundercats, dude.
Yeah.
They're all naked. Like I didn't know this until years later, and I was like, "Damn, Chitara was naked? What?"
Hell, I didn't even know that. Dang, that's crazy.
Like the pilot of fucking Thundercats. I've seen every episode. There was I collected everything, dude. Like Thundercats was my thing.
Yeah,
Like my
yeah,
brother's was Power Rangers. My thing was Thundercats and Master of the Universe.
yeah.
Um, The rarest toy of Master of the Universe was Prince Adam. Nobody had it
Dang.
until I found one. My mom
Wow.
found it. She gave it to me. We've all been like, remember you had it? Like, everybody thinks I never had it. I was like, dude, there's a picture of me holding that fucking toy saying, oh my God.
Dang, that's what's up.
It's like, are you serious? Yes, like, yeah. I had a Prince Adam. I had a He-Man. It was like He-Man, all this other stuff. Prince Adam was rare to find. And I'm
Yeah.
so glad I got it. And it's just like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
What other toys? I used to wrestle my toys.
Me
Wrestlers,
too.
of course. I wrestled my
Yeah.
toys. I didn't
Yeah.
have wrestlers at the time. I didn't have wrestlers. The only wrestler I had was Hulk Hogan and Roddy Piper, and they were the thumb ones, the ones that you stick their fucking your thumb in their butts and have them do this.
That yeah. I know I had an Ultimate Warrior one. I know exactly
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
It's like, oh, it's like, man. And then, like, after doing you stick your tongue out, and it's like, it smells like a plastic. Go away. I had the, I had what is it called? The buddies,
Wrestling.
the wrestling buddies.
Yeah.
So Hulk Hogan, Macho Man, Million Dollar Man, Teddy DiBiase, and no, not Macho Man. It was Ultimate Warrior, and then a Hulk one.
Oh.
And I got I joke about it all the time. Like, you know, like jump from the fucking couch and elbow drop it. And I did that. I did that when I was like fucking 10 or 11. Fucking sprained my elbow and everything. Broke it. Like, not didn't break it, but I sprained it. Had to be
Dang.
rushed to the hospital, to the doctor. It's like, dude, what the hell's your problem? Like, I'm sorry. My mom's like, what's your problem? What did you do that for? I was trying to do, oh yeah, like I was watching wrestling.
Trying to
And
do the elbow drop.
ever since then, hey Jane, what's going on? And ever since then, um, I've been a wrestling fan. I've been like, all right, no, not a wrestling fan. I'm just like I've been doing crazy shit since then.
Yeah.
Like if
Yeah.
Jackass was around back then, that would be me.
Dang.
Other toys. There were other toys as well. I just need to remember what they were. You saw the podcast with me and Madison and her sisters, right?
Yeah.
You were there for the lightning round.
I went back. I wasn't there, but yeah, I was there. And then I went back and rewatched it so I can hear it again. Yeah.
All right,
So
cool. Because we have a this or that 90s lightning round for this one for
okay.
ourselves. So you ready for this?
Oh yeah.
All right. This or that 90s lightning round. Let's get it. Blockbuster, Hollywood Video.
Blockbuster.
Blockbuster. I went to Hollywood Video once and it felt like, too expensive. It really did. WCW Nitro or WWF Raw?
Raw.
Raw. Except for that one time with Nitro. Yeah. Bulls Dynasty or Jazz Underdog Era?
Bulls Dynasty.
Fuck yeah. Ugh. Tupac or Biggie?
Tupac.
Tupac. Starter jacket or windbreaker with too many zippers?
Starter jacket all day.
Starter jacket, yes sir. Surge or Capri Sun?
Capri Sun.
Capri Sun. Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis?
Super Nintendo.
When I was dead broke, I couldn't picture this. Yo, MTV Raps or TRL?
Yo, MTV Raps.
Yes, sir. At least we didn't get like everybody screaming and shit with the old MTV Raps. Thank you for ruining my favorite music video with your awesome chant about how you love this video.
For 5 seconds. They only play the whole damn video. Like, damn. I hated TRL. For real. Like, ugh.
For real. Interrupting.
Y'all know Britney Spears gonna be #1 today, so what's right.
Christina Aguilera, what are you talking about?
One, Backstreet Boys, #1. NSYNC, Then Eminem came around. He was #1 till it went off to Earl.
Yep.
Like, dang.
Yep. Beeper or see-through landline phone? The
Beeper.
see-through phone. Remember those?
Yeah, I remember seeing people from Beeper.
Beeper.
Beeper. Yeah.
Did you remember the code? How to say hello backwards? All these
I,
fucking
I
numbers.
remember. I forgot it, but I remember it though. I remember.
I I had a list because, like, I wanted to talk shit because
Yeah.
people would tell me, it's like, this is what you say when you want to say I love you. This is what you say when you want to say boobies. When you want to say hit me back 911, 411,
Yeah.
311. I was like, all right, cool. So I had a list of like everything. It was just like I would randomly do the beeper to everybody, and they'd call back like, what happened? I was like, I just want to see if it works. Thanks for calling back.
Yeah.
Best thing to eat during a pay-per-view: bagel bites or pizza rolls?
Piece of rose.
Yes, sir. No Mercy 64 or SmackDown on PS1?
I'm gonna go old school and say 60. No mercy. Even though I
No
ain't play
Mercy.
it,
No
but I
Mercy
know.
64. I
I
haven't
know.
played it.
I know it's good though. So
Yes, sir. This one would probably the girls will probably know. Lisa Frank folders or Trapper Keeper?
just for the girl, I'm gonna say Lisa Frank. All them girls had them Lisa Franks.
Did I?
I
Trapper
remember.
Keeper. I'm a
I
Trapper
remember.
Keeper guy.
Them girls
Spice
had them Lisa
Girls.
Franks.
Spice Girls or Destiny's Child?
Spice Girl.
Spice Girls. Oh
And that's
yeah.
coming from me. Spice Girl. I
My
love Spice Girl.
my sisters had me listen watch. My sisters had the movie every freaking week. Every day we'd watch this shit, and I'm just like,
Oh,
again,
Spice Girl.
Spice World, dude. It's like, damn. And like, I didn't take, we didn't, nobody took this movie serious because there was that
Nah.
bus scene. There was this
Yeah.
bus scene, and I was like, is this speed? Like, what? What is this? Like,
Yeah,
thank you,
yeah,
my
that movie,
sisters, for
that movie crazy.
thank you to my sisters for letting me watch this movie.
That movie so bad
But I
that
didn't take
you
it
can't
serious,
stream that movie. You can't stream that movie. That's
right? Wow. NWO
right.
Wolfpack or DX?
Ooh, I'm gonna go with DX.
DX.
Yeah,
Fresh Prince of Bel Air or Keaton and Kel?
Fresh Prince.
Yes, sir. Only because of that. Keaton and Kel, yeah, that's cool. But did they have an episode where Will disowned his dad?
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
they didn't have an episode like that.
yeah,
That Will
yeah.
episode with his dad,
Yeah.
like to hell with him. Yeah,
Yeah. That's one of the most
the most iconic
powerful
episode ever.
episodes in the history of sitcoms. You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? So yeah,
For real. Tamagotchi or Game Boy? It's not even not the same. Hold on. Tamagotchi or Pokemon?
I'm gonna go Pokemon.
Tamagotchi or Pokemon? Pokemon.
Yeah.
Pogs or Pokemon cards?
Ooh, but I was on them pies though.
Pogs were like with the.
Yeah, I was on them pies. Something serious back in the
I was into Pogs. NSYNC or Backstreet Boys?
day. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go with NSYNC.
I'm gonna go with NSYNC, even though they didn't like last long, but still. Christina Aguilera or Britney Spears?
Brittany, even though she whacked, but Brittany.
Jeez Louise.
Ain't
Fun.
that a shame though?
Yeah.
What the? What, I don't understand what the.
What the fuck happened?
I'm like, good Lord Almighty! Oh my God! I see her every day on Instagram. I like, man, something went down.
Yeah.
Mm.
Fanny pack or bucket hat?
Fanny pack. I had a fanny pack. I was good.
Bucket hat. Kangol hat. Is that what that is?
Can't go. Yeah.
Yeah. The only time I ever seen somebody wear a Kangol hat was LL Cool J. Like I didn't see anybody else wear it to say the way he wore it.
I ain't had no Kang. I mean, I had that type of hat, but it wasn't no Kango though. It was like a knockoff.
Like who's wearing this? Just him.
Yeah.
Just him. Like I've never seen anybody wear it. It's like, does this even exist? It's just his. Like, all right. Uh, The Rock's eyebrow or Stone Cold Stunner?
Stone Cold Stunner.
Mall Arcade. Stone Cold Stunner. I love that. Mall Arcades or roller rinks?
I don't say roller rinks.
Virgin Megastore or Sam Goody?
Ooh. I'll go Sam Goody.
Lunchables or Dunkaroos?
Oh, damn. I'm going with them
I never
Dunkaroos.
had I never had Dunkaroos. I'm going with Lunchables.
Them Dunkaroos, something serious though. I'm telling you. They done came back, so you might go find some. You need to go find you some. They off the chain.
VH, VHS Rewinder or Blockbuster late fee? Do you
Blockbuster
rewind
late.
the tape? Do you rewind the tapes or no?
Yeah, but I got a story about that though. My cousin, he
Oh,
still owe Blockbuster money to this day for Terminator 2.
what the hell?
They send that boy they send that boy a bill all the time, even to this day. I
What?
said, man, just send them an old VHS tape of Terminator 2 and get it.
Go buy it. Go buy a VHS tape and then send it. Like, here you go, buddies. And don't even rewind it. They're like, you know what? Here, fuck you guys. Be kind, rewind. Did you have a VHS rewinder?
Now, my cousins did, but we didn't. We just had a VCR.
VCR. And then like you couldn't do it on the VCR because you're watching another movie. So here,
Hmm.
and it takes too
Hmm.
damn long. So the
Yeah.
VHS rewinder, it takes longer. Is it done yet? It's like no, it'll tell you when. No, it won't. It's like this shit's still there, and it's still like what?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Thanks for coming on, man.
Ah,
Um,
brother,
I
it was my pleasure, man. Man,
but
it's just.
before we go though, before we
Hmm.
go, I want to use this opportunity to play the game that I'm already playing. Who's that
Hmm.
Pokemon? But we're gonna use wrestlers.
Okay.
So, Greg, can you name this wrestler in just 8 clues in the worst way I can possibly describe him?
Okay.
All right. Clue number 1: enters like a rave, fights like a storm. Clue number 2: more neon than a '90s roller rink. Clue number 3: might drop it low and drop you on your face. Clue number 4: glows in the dark but punches in daylight. Clue number 5: name sounds like royalty and rebellion had a baby. Clue number 6: could choreograph a TikTok and win a battle royal. All right. Clue number 7: married to a twin, but not the one you're thinking of. Clue number 8: her energy, pure glow. Who's that wrestler, bud?
Naomi.
Naomi. Yes, sir. She danced her way into the history and may glow up a literal thing. Here's another one. Clue number 1: more leather than a biker bar in 1999.
Uh,
Clue number 2: wore sunglasses inside before it was like ironic. Ironic. Yeah.
okay.
Clue number 3: once drank beer like it was electrolytes. Clue number 4: his neck probably still hurts from carrying the company. Clue number 5: has catchphrases that printed more money than PayPal. Clue number 6: a part of his body had his own storyline. Clue number 7: could cook something. Nobody ever tasted it though. Clue number 8: made a catchphrase a household insult. Who's that wrestler?
Rock.
Correct. Jabroni made Jabroni a household insult, and the eyebrow had his own storyline. And if you didn't smell what he was cooking, were you even alive in the '90s? One more. Tag teams were wild back then. Half of them looked like they met in detention. Try this
Mm.
duo. One looked like he slept in camo. The other looked like a Hot Topic employee. Clue number 2: their intro music sounded like a mosh pit with bass issues. Clue number 3: somehow always had tables nearby. Clue number 4: one screamed like it was a breakfast order. Clue number 5: probably responsible for half the broken spines in WWE history. Clue number 6: had more tag gold than a mid 2000s rapper.
Mm.
Clue number 7: wore tape on everything: arm, wrist, dignity. And clue number 8, their TLC matches Bible level chaos. Who are those wrestlers?
The Hardys.
What?
Am I
No,
right?
no,
With the Hardys?
no.
Dudleys.
The Dudleys. One's get the tables like it was a breakfast order, brother.
I heard Hot
Like,
Topic. That's why I
and
said. That's why I said Hardys.
yeah, and so I was like Hot Topic, and I was getting confused by that. Then I was like, oh wait, Bubba. All right, I get it. Uh, yeah,
Makes
the
sense.
Dudley Boys.
Dudleys, me and you, yeah.
Yeah, the me and you tables, tables. If you know, you know. All right, man, and that's a wrap on this rad ride down memory lane, complete with scratch CDs, neon graphics, and more '90s attitude in a DX reunion tour. Suck it. Big shout out to my dude Greg for jumping in the time machine that with me and pressing play on the most random, most righteous segment we've ever dropped. Shoot the shit. We're gonna rename it. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We're gonna rename it. The
Mhm.
title of this episode on Spotify is gonna be something else because I
Yeah.
don't think I can put that in there.
Yeah. It'll be
Yeah.
all good.
Whether you were Team Blockbuster, Team Virgin Megastore, just trying to record your favorite wrestling theme from off a boombox, you were part of something special, and that magic is still alive right here in the M3P universe. So next time you feel like the world's hit you with a steel chair or stress, remember we've got you covered with nostalgic elbow drops, flaming hot takes, Pokemon whispers, Kirby, Kirby. Never gonna get rid of that. Fucking Kirby. Uh, Marble Chaos. And 100% vintage vibes with new school flavor. Thanks for kicking it with us today, brother and
Thank you.
sisters, sister brothers, brother sisters. Now rewind this episode like a VHS tape before you return it, and tell your crew to get in the mix. This has been my third place podcast where we keep it real, keep it weird, and always keep it hella fly, yo. Till next time, stay fresh, stay funky, and never sleep on a good finisher or a great throwback. Nah, for real, my brother. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out in the
Thank
M3P
you, brother.
podcast, where
Thank you so
community,
much.
creativity, and a little bit of chaos always collide. We're gonna try to bring you this every week. Fuck yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're
It's pretty good. It came out good though. I
we're just
can't
gonna
lie.
shoot the shit. We don't know what we're gonna be talking about.
Yeah, for real.
It could be Marvel Rivals one day. It could be Marvel Cinematic Universe the next.
Yeah.
It could be some other random stuff that we throw in there.
Yeah.
The toys that we actually love, the TV shows, the cartoons. My
Yeah.
God, we forgot to mention cartoons. Let's mention it next time. What
Yeah.
was your favorite after-school cartoon? Save it for next time. Save it for next time. Like we're not getting out of here. We're just gonna end up being a 2-hour show, bro. The toys, Jane, not those kind of toys, hon. These toys right here, right here, right here. Those toys, ma'am. If you heard this man laugh right now, wow. Thanks for
Long
making him
time.
laugh, by the way.
Thank
Yeah. So yeah,
you. Boy, for a minute I lost my laugh for a while. I really did.
if it happened in the '90s, we'll bring it to you and we'll discuss it. Thanks for hanging out, brother.
Thank you, brother.